Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So here we are in the single wide. It's a little bit of a mess. It's been worse. It's also been better, but this is where we're at. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm just going to, get into the cleaning. I'm incredibly busy, so I do what I can. I am not naturally an organized person. I try to pick up as I go. It usually doesn't work. We can blame it on my ADHD. We can blame it on never really having good habits. We can blame it on a whole bunch of stuff. But you know what? Blaming doesn't get the dishes done. So that's what we're just going to do. We're just going to jump right into it. So I don't have a dishwasher here and I miss it. I absolutely miss it. I intend to put one in here fairly soon, sooner than later. My cabinets are something I'm getting to probably this coming weekend. But y'all, to be honest, I've said that in probably like every video, so I think you guys have been expecting me to finish my cabinets for like 2 months now. But we'll get to it when we get to it, right? Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Erica. I live in a single wide trailer in southern West Virginia. When I started this channel, I was living in a double wide about 30 minutes from where I'm at right now. And then my husband and I got separated in, I don't know when it was, January maybe. So I've been living here since then. Then a tree fell on his double wide and crushed the house. Nobody was hurt, thankfully. So he is here with me now. We have a 7-year-old together, and then we have a blended family. Most of our kids, though, are a little bit older, and they've all kind of gone their separate ways for the most part. So, but you'll still, if you stick around here long enough, they kind of sprinkle in and out. I work full time. I work at an addiction recovery resource center. I'm a case manager. Addiction recovery, is something that I'm very, very passionate about. I have a sister that went through recovery about 7 years ago, and she is now my boss. So it is very near and dear to my heart. You will hear me talk about it quite a bit here. And when I do share information about her, just know that she has given me permission to share it. So if you guys are familiar with southern West Virginia and the area that I'm at, then I'm sure you've heard about the drug epidemic that we have down here. At one point, the city that I work in was labeled the overdose capital of the United States. So it's quite it's a serious issue everywhere, but it's here in West Virginia. You can't, and the surrounding areas too, Kentucky, Ohio, all that. There's not a family or person that it hasn't touched in some way, shape, or form. So, but on to my trailer. So yeah, my room, you guys, was a hot mess. Oh my goodness. This week in particular, I was just a tornado with the race and everything else. I don't know what it is. You would think this was like a 13-year-old girl's room. No, it's a grown 40-year-old woman's room that, I don't know, they just can't seem to put her clothes in the laundry basket or in the drawer. You guys, it frustrates me too, and I don't know, but we'll get to it. So I have made progress over these. Oh, here you guys, I'm just showing you my little tag from the race. So we ran the New River Gorge on Saturday. You run down it and then you run back up it. And it was a little over 6.5 miles. I think my time was like 1 minute and 28. No, sorry, not a minute. An hour and 28 minutes. And I was just tickled. I was beyond tickled. My goal was just to finish it. We've been running for a while now. I'd probably say about 4 or 5 years. Not regularly. We would run for a few months and maybe take a break, then run for a few months. So, we run a little bit more than beginners, but I'm definitely not whatever it is above beginner. I'm like somewhere in between beginner and middle. So anyway, I was just going to be tickled to finish the race, but not only did I finish it, I did really well. Like going down wasn't really that tough, but going back up, I was able to do it though. So anyway, I'll show you guys some pictures of the New River Gorge here at the end of this video. It's absolutely breathtaking. But I was putting my bed back together, as y'all can see right here. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really get into too much of what I'm doing. You can really tell for the most part. I put this ottoman in my bedroom knowing darn well that I was going to cover it again. And I don't know why I did it. It makes sense to put it in here instead of in the living room. There's just too much going on in there. We don't need two. And I thought, oh, I'll put my pillows on here. I won't put my clothes on here. I knew I was going to put my clothes on it again. I knew when I put it in the corner, as I'm saying to myself, you won't do it. Yes, you will. Do I have conversations like that with myself? Absolutely. But it is what it is. And I've got to quit being so negative and hard on myself, because I really have made a lot of progress. When I first got married, the first time, this is my second go around. Anyway, I did not know how to clean. Like, it was just not something that we did when I was growing up. There was always somebody to take care of it. And I didn't realize now how spoiled I was, but at the same time, I wasn't really spoiled. It's something I wish that I had been taught. But, I mean, I'm not going to be upset one way or the other. So I had somebody that, took care of that. Was, my grandmother and stuff. She always cleaned up and made sure the house was clean. And it's like, now that I sit back and think about it, I was like, who did I think was keeping the house clean? Because I was like, man, our bathrooms never got dirty. The toilet never needed clean. The bathroom was always spotless. I guess in my mind, I just thought it stayed that way. And that was a mistake that I made when I got into the house that I was trying to clean. I thought that if I finally got everything cleaned once, that it would stay that way. And that sounds really naive. But, if you don't know any different, especially with that stuff, like if you've just never had anybody to show you, it's a learning experience. And so, oh gosh, it was a humbling one. And it's definitely been humbling these last couple of years having YouTube, because I literally see the areas that I can improve in, but I also see the areas that, I have improved in and I'm doing really well. But just that was a really, I'm not going to say painful lesson, because that sounds a bit dramatic, but it was a hard lesson learned. I just always had it in my mind, and it's an idea I've kind of carried. I still kind of keep back there, and I'm like, I know, Erica, that's silly. That once you clean this kitchen, you're going to have to clean it again. And you're going to have to clean it again for the rest of your life, for as long as you have it, or you're going to have a dirty kitchen. So it's just, I try to clean as I go, and it's easy for me to be like, well, I have ADHD. Yeah, so do like half the population. It may not be that much, but a lot of people have ADHD. A lot of people have busy lives. A lot of people have other stuff. And, it is what it is. So some people are okay with the clutter as they go, and that's fine. To each his own. Some people really can, they work better. I don't like the clutter. I don't like the mess. So in my house, I've really been trying to work on it. Like, I can't sit in the living room if it's all cluttered and messy. I can't go to sleep in my bedroom if it's cluttered and messy. And I mean, I will, but it doesn't necessarily make me happy. And sometimes I don't sleep that well when I know my bedroom's a mess. But, obviously, by looking at the state of my house, y'all can tell that sometimes I do get over that. It will put me in a bad mood, though. So, anyway, I really just went off topic, didn't I? So, I was sweeping up this corner, a lot of dog fur, and I got all lit up. My dog sheds like crazy. But I got a Zumba for Mother's Day. I'm super tickled about that. It's a LaFont or something like that. I think it came off Amazon. I'm absolutely tickled about that, because I think it'll work really well in this trailer. I've always got a pile of papers. It's really gone down over the couple years. It used to be that I would have totes of papers. Just totes and totes and totes. And then a couple years, and I'd worked on it, and I got down to like 2 totes. And now I can finally say I don't have any totes. And this is it for all the papers that I have in my house. I just have one pile. So there is progress. It took me, I'm 40 years old, 25 years of being on my own, and I'm finally down to one pile of papers. So I'm tickled about that, y'all. But yeah, so going through all this junk mail, I like to rip up and shred anything that's got important stuff on it. And I have to say, that's one of the great things about everything going digital, is I don't have a lot of junk mail, or mail that has like important information that needs shredded. I do get a ton of junk mail, but I can just mostly pitch it for them, I don't have to hang on to. It's just ads and stuff like that. And almost all of my bills, with the exception of my sewer bill, come online, or they're like automatically taken out. All right, so Jeremy was awesome, and he's going to show you guys how he makes what we call cracked chicken here. I think some people call it other things. It's just, anyway, so he takes a stick of butter, I think he's going to cut his up into cubes and puts them in the bottom. This is one of our family favorites. I don't care for chicken, but this recipe is amazing. I think he uses like 3 chicken breasts. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 frozen chicken breasts. Are there 4? No, it looks like there's 3. I don't know. You can use however many you want. This recipe is one of those you really don't mess up. I just throw my stick of butter in there, but he gets all fancy and cuts it into different slices. He takes a whole block of cream cheese, and I think, what's he gonna do? Y'all, I'm watching with you because, he just throws that stick on there. He's got 2 seasoning packets. Now, you normally can just use a pack, like 2 packets of ranch. I think that's spicy ranch and then just regular ranch. Of course, it's a Great Value brand. He's used several different kinds before. I want to say he used a curry one. Oh my gosh, did I just say curry? I did. Curry. He's used a curry one before. He's used a Caribbean jerk before. You can get all sorts of fancy with it. But yeah, so anyway, you just kind of throw that in there. I think he leaves it on low for like 6 hours. You don't mess with it. You leave it alone. But he's just coming to check on it right here to show you guys what he did. Jeremy works from home. He works for a commercial heating and cooling company. Like they sell the big commercial units. And so he does he does almost all his stuff from home. Sometimes he'll go into the office every now and then, but he works full time as well. Joe is homeschooled, so he is starting private school though in the fall. All right, he makes noodles with this, and it's absolutely amazing. And sometimes he'll throw frozen broccoli in there, but he didn't this time. Okay, so I learned a lesson here. He does not boil his water first, and I was shocked because it didn't taste like that. Like the noodles were fine. We like this protein pasta. We're both kind of trying to get more protein in our diet. But yeah, this was a new one for me too, y'all, because I always boil the water first and then put the noodles in. But you know, I didn't have to cook dinner. It was delicious. And while that may not have been the way that I did it, I'm not complaining at all because it was amazing. I didn't even have to clean up afterwards either. So yeah, so that's what he does here. Like I said, you could throw broccoli in there. I think he's thrown peas and carrots in there before too. It really doesn't, it's up to you. But this is super, super simple, and everybody in the house loves it. Joe loves it, Haley loves it, my daughter and Joe are both incredibly picky.
So our Walmart food haul, it was, I think, $135. Got these, they've got high protein and they're really good. They're the Cliff Bar generic. We have a cat that's been running around the neighborhood, so Joe wanted to feed it. We're gonna just keep it outside. We can't have any more animals in the house, but we got that for little kitty. This for my hair, for my one little streak. I'm gonna try this out for my feet. Jeremy's making burritos this week. I'm sure he'll probably film that for you. They're amazing, these, because they're high protein. They're a good snack. I love these. These are obviously it's tuna. They're high protein. They're really, really good. We usually eat this a lot for breakfast. We've been going through a lot more bread lately. This is the kind we like though. Butter. We use a lot of butter. Greek yogurt for our shakes and stuff. I always get these for Joe. I had a coupon on Walmart. They do a lot of the coupons on the thing. Best ice cream I have ever had, hands down. I usually like Kroger's brand the best, but this one is killing it. There's something about the flavor. It's just amazing. Still on my chicken salad kick. Like this with our hot dogs. We go through a lot of eggs. We don't drink as much. Oh, y'all ignore my dirty pan from breakfast. I don't even know why I'm covering it up. Y'all know my house is a mess anyway. We've not been drinking a lot of milk. Jeremy and I only really drink almond milk. It's just Joe here right now, and he drinks milk, but he doesn't go through a whole gallon. Chicken nuggets, because what kid doesn't like them? For our shakes. And obviously that is for laundry. So I think we'll have an Aldi's haul here soon because we're gonna go there for our fruits and vegetables. But that is Walmart, $130. I got a real small Aldi's haul. It was $34. Tried their henna lime chips. We haven't tried those yet. We're going to though. Joe wanted to try these spicy dill pickle chips. We got some cookies, pecan shortbread, Thin Mints. I'm gonna put those in the freezer. Jeremy Jeremy really likes these drinks. I guess they're kind of like energy drinks. Let's see what. Oh, Joe got some assorted Oreos. I mean, of course, generic brand. Got the salsa to go with the chips. More of the Pop Tarts. Everybody really liked the frosted strawberry. They've got generic Red Bull, so sugar free. We're gonna try that. Jeremy loves it. He likes these better than the Pringles. What else? We've got mushrooms, bananas. They didn't have my cotton candy grapes, but we got these, so they'll be just as good. Joe really liked their Honey Crisp apples. And we got some lettuce. Did you say it was 33?
38.
38. Okay, so that is our Aldi's haul.
All right, y'all, if you've been here a minute, you know that when you see me folding clothes, it is towards the end of the video. I just want to thank everybody for coming back, for supporting my channel, for all the love that you guys give. You guys are just amazing, and I'm just overwhelmed with all the love and support. It means the world to me. So at the end of this video, I just have a couple pictures from the New River Gorge where we ran. I don't know, just to show you guys. But again, thank you guys so much for all this. You're going to see little JoJo in here. He puts his clothes up. Jeremy even came and grabbed all his too. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I hope wherever you're at, you're having a blessed one. And I'll see you guys in the next one.